Welcome, podcast listeners. It is episode number 373 of the Fret Talk podcast. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. You are also joined this week by Mr. Matt Quine. Say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah. This is a podcast, isn't it? It's definitely a podcast.
It is.
So yeah, it's episode number 373 of the Fret Talk podcast. And yeah, this is it's a week, isn't it? I suppose it's just like it's one of those weeks. Like it's not quite Christmas. Summer's gone. It's just another week, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just we're in that kind of lull now where we haven't haven't even got any bank holidays to look forward to till Christmas. It's like 3 months away.
Yeah, and the days are getting shorter. The nights are getting colder and darker. It's just, oh dear. But here we are. We're here to pep you all up. You're going to be listening to this in the morning on a drive to work. So this isn't going to. It's not going to resonate with you. The cold dark nights, is it? But hey ho. So yeah, look, let's talk about our sponsor, who is affordable.co.uk. Affordable brings you pedals from DemonFX, JSA Effects, Mosky, Joyo, 4D, Caline, Nux, Movil, Cord, and Mvave. Mvave. Amazing prices. Never will it be pronounced not like microwave.
Microwave.
That's it. They're a UK company with all of their stock ready to ship in fantastic recyclable packaging. You need to check them out at affordable.co.uk. He has told me that it's pronounced Mvave, but I feel that we're all pretty big Nigella Lawson fans here, so Mvave it is. I mean, that being said, I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever really sat down and watched the Nigella Lawson programme.
No, but I think I've seen that clip on Reels or TikTok or whatever Facebook calls its Reels about a billion times.
Yeah, Face Talk. I mean, they might as well fucking call it that, shouldn't they?
Absolutely.
Because, let's be real, aside from the fact that the little logo, the little TikTok logo's gone, those are repurposed TikToks there.
Yeah, just like Instagram Reels are repurposed TikToks. It's all the same thing. It's the same content on 3 different platforms.
It really is, isn't it? Like it's, and YouTube Shorts as well. Like YouTube gets pissy about it apparently. If you keep the TikTok logo in it, they proper vote down your content. And
despite the fact that TikTok came up with the idea first and they've piked it off TikTok. Sorry, they've taken it from TikTok. I mean, despite the fact that YouTube have come up with this completely separately to any other social media networking site.
I mean, that was a bit like the comic book digging out of a prison. That was when it digging all the way around to find out you've ended up in the warden's office or something. But yes, it is exactly that. Yeah, I mean, YouTube had a good thing going, and then they went, you know what, we want their thing as well. And then short, they've tried with shorts, and it's kind of working, but it isn't really. It's not really as well thought out as TikTok, is it? And it's kind of shit up people's algorithms. Like when there wasn't a divide between the YouTube Shorts and the kind of long form stuff, it just really fucked people's algorithms up enough that they did seconds channels so that they could do shorts, and then they stopped that, so they amalgamated everything so it worked a little better. And now people who made those shorts channels just have a dormant channel they don't need anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only thing I like about the fact that it's on different platforms is you can teach the different algorithms to give you different content depending on what you want. So, like, you get lots of like Lego and guitar content on YouTube Shorts, and I get lots of like just random shit on Facebook because that's what my mates send me. And like my Instagram is mainly just inappropriate jokes that get removed within a couple of days because that's all me and my mates send each other.
Yeah. I get a lot of the, Instagram is that because Yeoman sends me the spiciest memes. Like, he is an absolute fucking meme chef. He finds them, sends them through. And I always get the hookup from Yeoman's on that one. So my Instagram Reels algorithm is pretty much that.
That's the same with me. Like, there's the lads have got like a couple of group chats, and like if they're photo memes, they're in Facebook Messenger, and then like we'll tag each other in YouTube Shorts for other things. But anything that is less politically correct just gets shared on our Instagram group chat because we know that like it's a thing that people are like in a lot of, and also Instagram tends to take them down after 3 or 4 days. So when you scroll back, it's just video deleted, video deleted, video deleted, video deleted.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a weird mix on mine. Like the Facebook pretty much it's really kind of nostalgic. It's like Reddit stories, like "Am I the asshole?" and like what did the weird kid in school do that really fucked up the town and like shit like that. And it takes me back to like early 2000s when you used to get the beta newsletter, and it was basically just like Reddit but sent into your email, and it was shit like this. So it was like fess hole stuff and like "Am I the asshole?" kind of stuff. On the weekly, and it basically like shares up that. For some reason, I fucking know why. There's a guy on YouTube. My brother sent me this YouTube short of a guy who basically like tears apart, like is this like really camp gay guy? I assume he's gay. If he's not, he's doing a very, very convincing act. But he was like ripping apart like certain Pokemon. It was like what the Gen so on starters say about you, and he basically just like calls everyone like certain demographics of the LGBT community or neurodivergent, which like absolutely hilarious, or just like brilliant stuff. But because of that, it's sending me this guy's like YouTube shorts all the time. So it's like what your Mario Kart character says about you, what your Animal Crossing character says about you, and there was like it's went on to like which of the characters from these certain video games, and the way he puts it, can say the bad word for gay, and then has a little picture of a cigarette underneath it. Which like top tier, like that is it's brilliant, and he's not British, so like an extra level of fantastic there. And some of the descriptions are absolutely fucking hilarious, but that's what my YouTube shorts tell me. Just always this guy, and just some other random shit. Like none of it's got anything to do with guitar. Like the rest of my YouTube stuff, like the long form stuff, has got like Guitar Geek, Steve Cassidy, Budget Guitar Show, John Robson, all of these guys. So all of that stuff, guitar. But then YouTube Shorts goes, "Oh, you're a sick little motherfucker. You want this?" Doesn't show me any guitar content.
Brilliant.
So it's fantastic. Oh, occasionally it shares me Dave Rage and Jay. I can't remember what he's called these days, because he used to be Yet Another Guitar site, I think I can't. Like he's rebranded again, but it occasionally shows me his because I follow his channel and like all his stuff. So occasionally he'll be nestled within like these really like quite offensive YouTube shorts.
Yeah,
that's how the algorithm works. So that is, isn't it?
It is.
It goes, oh, you like that thing? Here's all of that thing.
Yeah, everything you'll see for the next like 15 minutes on scrolling for like 7 seconds watching time is going to be this thing because you liked one thing. The worst thing is when you scroll to something and it's a new thing and you accidentally like it as you're trying to scroll away from it.
Yeah.
And it ruins your algorithm.
Yeah, or like you stay on it for too long. It happens a lot of the time when I'm going to pee. Like I'll have my phone on and then like I'll put my phone on the side while I'm peeing because I'm not a monster. But then it'll like replay a short 2 or 3 or 4 times. And the
once it's done more than a second of the next time round, that's it. You're just getting that person's content for like 25 reels.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's one short that has transcended a few platforms. I don't think it's done all of them, but it's gone from Insta to YouTube, and that is it's something like Now There I've Ruined It. And it's the guy who does like he uses AI for good, basically. So he
I get him on Facebook all the time. I fucking love it.
Yeah. Because like they are legitimately good, good things. Like the one that gets me all the time is what Red Hot Chili Peppers sound like to non-Red Hot Chili Peppers fans. Yeah, and then it's Danny California, and he's just like some nonsense gibberish. Fuck a doorknob, and then now I've got to reiterate California. And it's spot on. There was one about Bob Dylan today as well, and it was again very, very spot on. Like Papa was a Rolling Stone.
My favourite one is the Johnny Cash doing Flow Riders Low.
Yeah.
Which is just fun.
Yeah. Because like some of the AI voices aren't wholly accurate, but the Johnny Cash one is fucking spot on.
Oh, it's fucking perfect. Yeah.
So amazing. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, and that people is how our internet works. We have got a podcast to talk about today, and we're going to start with our shit news, which if you are playing the Fret Talk drinking game, what are you doing? You're driving, so don't please wait until you've stopped. If you are, I'm caveating this one with the fact that this bit of news is not necessarily. It's not wholly shit. It's just this week is, as we mentioned at the foot of this podcast, it's a non-week really. Like Guitar Summit happened like the arse end of last week, and the next thing that we've got to look forward to is I don't know, like NAM, like Winter NAM next year, maybe.
Guitar stuff. If the Anam is the next big thing that everybody wants to release stuff just before.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All the big companies are planning on what they can do because they haven't done anything so far this year to get into our guitar stuff for the Anam podcast.
Well, if you happen to listen to last week's podcast, IK Multimedia are fucking gunning for the top spot this year. They are really, really like laser focused honing into this because they're releasing the update for the Tonex where it's like improved integration with Amplitude. It's like an improved interface with the ToneNet thing and like added effects on top of your amp profiles, and it's for the big Tonex and the little Tonex. Like if ever they were trying to like keep the good thing good, like that's it, isn't it? And it's coming out kind of mid-November as well, so it will be fresh in our minds.
Yeah. I think the Tone X one will be gear of the guitar stuff of the Anim.
Oh yeah, look, almost certainly it's going to be up there. It's going to at least win one of the categories, isn't it? But it's looking good. It's looking good for IK Multimedia this year. I think because last year they were close, weren't they? I don't think they quite got the gear of the year. I don't know. I can find out because I've got it in my pictures.
What was their product last year? Was it just the Tone X?
I think so. Last year was the Line 6 HX1.
Of course it was. It was released in November, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, the accessory was the Metallica ice cream.
Yeah.
The amplifier was the TC Electronics Gyms 800, which I stand by. Like, still legitimate. The gear stuff, like guitar stuff for the Animum 2023 was the HX1, as well as the pedal.
Yeah.
The guitar was the Epiphone White Wolf, and the PBOD choice was the Boss DM101.
Sure.
So
what's that? I assume a delay pedal, is it?
yeah, it's the big boy, wasn't it? Like the slightly bigger boy. And it was
that one of the Eddie Van Halen ones, or were they this year?
I don't think that was the DM101. No, you weren't that the. I can't remember. Either way, that was chosen by like the Pedal Boards of Doom. It was done as a poll in the Pedal Boards of Doom group. Which,
yeah.
I mean, if we don't do that category this year, oh well. So, but we need to like actually get our heads together and think about the categories for this year. Listeners, if you are wanting specific categories, let us know because we'll definitely take them on board. We definitely need, because I think like if the TC Electronics Gyms 800 became amplifier of the year last year, the Tone X1 could also be amplifier of the year this year. Interesting.
Well, can you name a non-pedal amplifier name released this year without thinking very, very hard?
Yes,
I can. Oh,
so I can, but it's only because I watched an Instagram reel. Hey, like topical. And it was Adrian Thorpe with the Jack White Pano Verb.
Yeah, that's the one I could think of because I remember calling it the Piano Verb.
yeah. And he was like jokingly saying, look, this tiny little amplifier hardly weighs a thing, but like he's a giant bear of a man. But then said like it was the only bit of guitar gear that he's been like truly excited about in the past kind of however many months, and he was like, if it can take a fuzz pedal, then I'm having it, and it could take a fuzz pedal, so he's now got one of those. And said that the black and yellow finish on it, and it just like, as much as I think of Adrian as this kind of like really serious kind of, because he's been in the military, professional like military man, very very straight laced. He says like the black and yellow finish on it makes me feel like Batman, and I was like, we're all just the fucking same, aren't we? All of us are just massive fucking children. Yeah. Like we got to like 13 and went, yeah, this is mentally where it peaks. Let's stay here.
Yeah.
So thank you, Adrian, for making me feel less like just man child, because we're all like that. Yeah. So we were talking about shit news this week. It's okay. It's like legitimately they're probably going to be quite good instruments, but we just don't like the finishes. So no. let's actually talk about them rather than skirting around the issue. Solar guitars. They don't get a lot of coverage on the Fret Talk podcast because we are traditional and they are not. They've carved out a name for themselves, much like the Chapmans did in kind of an earlier generation. They're considered quite good quality, like metal guitars at a price point that's quite reasonable as well. So he's been doing them for years. Ola England has been doing these solar guitars for quite a long time. They've now released a line of guitars called Relic, Relik, and exactly as that sounds, they are relict versions of the solar guitars. Please don't ask me to name the types of solar guitar here because I don't know. The RG looking one, kind of. They're like super stratty style things with Floyd Rose tremolos,
and stupid reverse headstocks.
Yeah, it's almost like the RGR headstocks, isn't it? Because they're like, kind of like what they call it, the Viper tongue or something like that. Like it fits the aesthetic. They've gone for the same kind of pickup layout as the Joe Satriani's did after a while, where it's like humbucker in the bridge, like full humbucker in the bridge, and then neck single coil humbucker, so that you can get the humbucker closer to the fretboard, so that you're still getting that kind of neck sound, rather than when you've got 24 frets, it has to be offset down a little bit, and you're not quite getting the full neck pickup sound. Like, it makes sense. I would prefer them doing that than it just being a single pickup guitar. So I'm cool with that. These Relic guitars are made in the company's chop shop facility, which is in Spain, apparently. How much of this guitar is made in the chop shop facility? I'm not sure, but...
the very last line of this article says, these Relic series come in a custom-fitted ABS molded TSA flight ready case, and a certificate of authenticity signed by Ola England and the luthier who assembled the guitar. Not made the guitar, assembled the guitar.
Yeah. So they're probably similar parts to the standard run, but they are then assembled and finished in the custom shop in Spain. So this is similar to how Reverend do it, where they have their guitars, but they have it like made and assembled over in I think it's Indonesia, and then they have them shipped to the US for like a second wave of quality control. So it's a almost kind of comparable situation to that, whereas it seems like they're getting all of the parts shipped to Spain, then actually finished, like the paint job's finished in Spain. It's cool. That's a business model. It can work. I assume they're probably going to be like quality controlled quite well over in Spain. Like the Spanish nations have got quite the history of guitar luthiery, so much so that they have a style of guitar named after them. So I don't know.
It's very, very much not this style of guitar, though, is it?
No, it isn't. But like the principles are the same, aren't they? Like they all use strings, and you set the string actions, and the necks you set on them. Although those ones don't have truss rods, do they? I'm
No.
I'm picking apart the logic here. But anyway, I assume it's going to be like the standard stuff. They've got the Far Eastern made stuff. The quality is good enough that people rave about Solars anyway. Floyd Rose 1000 tremolo, Duncan pickups. Oh no, you've got a Solar modern Alnico 5 bridge pickup and a Duncan Solar dual rail in the neck. So a mix of the two. Roasted maple neck. It looks fine. Like the specs on paper looks quite good, and they are $1,600 which, considering that they are then like shipped over to Spain and finished in Spain, kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, like you talk about Reverend. I think most of theirs, like or some of their guitars, cost like 12 to kind of 1,500 quid, and again they're made somewhere else and then just checked. So the fact that these are put together, it seems like a reasonable kind of price point.
Yeah. Like I'm not arguing the price point. I'm not arguing the quality. I've not necessarily tried them myself, but I've heard enough good things about them to be okay with the fact that they'll probably be good instruments. But it's the finishes. Like, it's the finishes. They come in a white and a black finish, and then obviously they've got the relic finish to it. However, because they're such a modern looking guitar, the relic doesn't really fit.
Well, it's also not a realistic relic, is it, at all?
But yeah, I mean,
it's a relic done with a belt sander.
Like, yeah, I suppose out of the two of them, I would say the black one has at least more semblance of being real, because it's got like wear around where you'd kind of, if you imagine where like the Gary Moore guitars wore away where he used to pick, like that little kind of area just by the humbucker. So it's got that. It's got like wear around the pots, but then like it's got wear like forearm wear, but then it goes a little bit too much. So if they like pare that back a little bit, it looks a bit more realistic.
But is the wear around the pots not on the wrong side? Think about every time you've used a pot on a guitar.
Yeah.
It's always been at the back of the pot, hasn't it? And they've relic the front of the pot.
Yeah, they have.
So it's wrong.
You can at least see that they've attempted to do that thing. Like with the white one, there is wear on the top of the pickup, wear at the back of the guitar. Not really. Like it's not really. It doesn't look like sensible wear. It just looks a bit sporadic. But out of the two, because the white one's less heavily worn, I think I prefer the finish on that one.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, like a slight light relic to it could be okay, but they've gone a bit too much with these, I think. But there you go. That's why it's the shit news, because they're new guitars with old, like what looks like 50 years of wear on them. Like they don't have 50 years worth of heritage. You can't have 50 years worth of wear on them.
Yeah, I mean, they're like super strats, right? So they've got 40 years of heritage at this point.
Yeah, but like Solar as a company aren't 40 years old. Look, Ola England himself is not 40 years old. So
yeah, point taken.
I don't think he is anyway. I'm not entirely sure of his age, but he can't. Like if he is 40, he's not much older.
Is Ola England the one that was in Pendulum? Is that Ola England?
I don't know. I didn't think he was. Is he?
I thought it was the guy that was in Pendulum. Maybe the guy in Pendulum did something else. Ola England.
I mean, this is sending us down a little rabbit hole there. There you go.
No, he wasn't in Pendulum.
Yeah, Swedish guitarist and record producer. 1981. How old does that make him? 43. So, okay. Yes. So okay. Hats off to you, Ola England. This, like, you are looking good for your age. You're definitely holding together better than I am. Oh, shit, man. Like, I've got a newfound respect for Ola. However, the guitars are swinging a bit of a miss. So I feel we should probably talk about ourselves for a little while. Matt, do you want to talk about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll do a little bit because, like, I've not really done much in the last couple of months. So I had a gig at the weekend, which was nice to get back gigging and hopefully fairly regular. Oh, I say that, and I don't think my next one's for another like 4 weeks or so. But yeah, it's just nice to be back and getting out, because my problem is if I don't have a gig, I don't pick a guitar up because I just never get to it.
Yeah, you're very goal orientated.
Yeah, let's say that. But yeah, so got out this weekend. It was for the keyboard player's daughter's boyfriend. Like, it was a surprise birthday party, so it was just kind of like a small party. So it wasn't that busy, but like it was like good fun, and it was just a case of like, let's get back out and get playing again, because I don't think that band's played together for like 2 months or so, because people keep going on holiday, things like that.
How dare they?
Yeah, like, if I'm not on holiday, we should be gigging. That's how I've always seen it. But yeah, it doesn't quite work like that when like 3 of the other 4 members of the band are retired and can just swan off on their holidays whenever they like.
Oh, absolute bastards.
But yeah, so like it's just nice to get back playing. Like, I think I took the D'Angelico and the Nick Johnson Strat and the SV20 and the new cabs, and yeah, just had a jolly old time playing music at the right volume again, rather than just kind of like the odd time that I've played recently. It's always been like, oh, you've got to turn it down. Whereas we were in a venue where it was far enough out in the sticks, and the venue was only there for that party, which meant you weren't like annoying people downstairs or upstairs, or you weren't worried about neighbours or anything like that. So we could turn up as loud as was appropriate for the room size.
Yeah.
And just, get a little bit of, a kind of a rock on. And the guy whose party it was is quite into his rock music, so we didn't have to do the normal party set. We were able to do the kind of like the rockier numbers.
Oh, the deep cuts.
The stuff that we kind of only ever do in certain pubs. And it was like, no, we could do that for him as well, because he's kind of into that stuff. So we were playing a lot of kind of the rockier numbers, the bluesier numbers, and just, letting me enjoy myself, shall we say.
What a way to break the hiatus.
Yeah, it's perfect. And like, had a couple of practices and lead up just to kind of get ourselves back into it. And yeah, I just love playing with this band, because like I say, we do some bluesy numbers, we do some rocky numbers. It's like I get to stretch me legs a bit, and or fingers, I suppose. But yeah. And it reminds me to I do actually need to pick up a guitar quite regularly, because we end with Freebird, because it is so cliched that nobody does it anymore.
Yeah, it's come back around, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's at the point where like no one else or like I don't think I've heard anybody else play it in about 5 years. So we threw it in the set list right at the end. And yeah, I was like, maybe probably a good way into we've probably been playing the solo part at the end for about 3 minutes, and my hand was cramping up, and I was going for bends and having to like move my arm to do the bend rather than like just twist my wrist.
Oh no. And
I was like, okay, I need to I need to play the guitar a little bit more, because you can't be doing that. So yeah, but it was good fun, and just it's nice to be back playing that kind of music again.
Excellent, good stuff. I was getting a few pangs for it this week, actually. Just be like, because my father-in-law, since he's retired, he pretty much spends his entire week centered around what gigs are going on that week, and we we met up with him over the weekend, because he, much like the people in your band, is retired and just swans off for months at a time. He's just come back from his holiday, and he was like,
yeah.
So we went and had a meal with him, and he was just like, oh yeah, I'm going to see this band and then this band and then this band today. I was like, yeah, I could probably do that again. I could find myself doing that, it wouldn't be the worst thing. So I might make some inquiries. It would justify a lot of this shit that I've got in this room.
Yeah,
so.
And that is the other reason why I will stay in a band for forevermore, because I would struggle to justify, like, downstairs at the moment, next to where we've got all my amps, I've got all my guitars there just because I haven't been asked to bring them back upstairs. And I was looking at that pile and I was like, there's 9 guitar cases there. How the hell do I justify, if I only play when I'm gigging, how the hell do I justify having that many guitars?
Yeah. I mean,
if I'd never picked them up at all.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately for me, I do the other things as well. So
yeah, you've got the YouTube, so
I can kind of justify it, but it feels like owning a sports car and doing the school run kind of deal. Realistically, I could get away with a guitar with humbuckers, a guitar with single coils, and then maybe a Strat and a Tele, rather than just one guitar with single coils, and then that would cover the breadth of guitar tones that you'd need. But I don't. I've got considerably more than just a Les Paul, a Strat, and a Tele. Considerably more.
Yeah. Well, you've got to it's not about the sounds they make. It's about the shapes of the guitar and the colours of the guitar, and you've got to collect them all.
Indeed, I have very much taken to the guitar like Ash Ketchum did to Pokemon. Oh dear, yeah, and that's So I feel like maybe kind of New Year's resolution is get out there playing some songs again.
Do it.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, based on, this is a segue here, just prepare yourself. Based on the Harley Benton SC450 Gold Top, I was thinking, I could play that. I could go out and play a P90 guitar and do some rockier numbers, do some bluesy numbers, and it'd cover both of those, because it's single coil enough to do the kind of the low gain bluesy stuff, and the P90 in the bridge is rocky enough to do the rocky stuff. So I could do that. But before I did that, I did a demo on it this week.
Whee! I didn't see that bit coming at all.
There's a segue. I mean, I've had it kicking around for a couple of weeks, and I had PBOD videos to get out of the way with first, so I knew that I wouldn't be able to do it straight away. So I did finally get around to it, and that video released this week. It's £125 worth of guitar that I got cheaper because I bought it off Johnny Budget Guitar Show chap. I was going to say Johnny Budget Pedal Chap. He's not. He's the Budget Guitar Show. So, at £125, this is a fine guitar. I've been talking with a bunch of people in the comment section, and just kind of reiterating the fact that £125 when I first started playing guitar was pretty much the price of the Epiphone Les Paul Special 2, which was a bolt-on neck. It almost kind of junior-esque feel to it, because it was like a volume and a tone, not like your standard Les Paul where you've got individual volumes and tones. They would,
and it was flat top as well, not an arch top.
Yeah, flat top. It was made of wood. I don't think they even specified which wood it was, because it was.
Yeah, I'm not even sure they specified that it was wood.
Yeah, yeah, wood ? Mostly wood. Yeah, some of it is like wood fibers mixed up with resin, maybe. It was like the paint job on it was very much structural. It was holding those bits together. It was at least a 5-piece body, because it was all of the offcuts of the other slightly more market ones. Like they were
not a reason why there was 2 mils of lacquer over the top of the paint.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they were built to a price point, weren't they? They were not like they were not giggable instruments, I will say. Like they weren't necessarily unplayable, but they weren't giggable instruments because they like the tuners on them were shit, the pickups were shit, the electronics on them worked most of the time, but like they were very much a student guitar, and they were there as such. They were of fine enough quality that you could learn on them, but were definitely not out there to gig with.
They are the reason why everybody who I know that got into guitar when I was sort of like between the ages of about 10 and 15 thought that there were starter guitars and then guitars that you could use not to learn on. And I think these days you don't have to have that, whereas back then you absolutely, everybody I know had a starter guitar and never used that starter guitar for anything other than learning on and practicing on, because you couldn't gig them because they just you hit a level where your playing couldn't improve without picking a different guitar to play on.
Yeah. I had exactly that with the like I've still got my Squire Strap, but it's very much a Triggers broom, as where like the pickups aren't the same, the bridge isn't the same, the tuners aren't the same. The only thing that is the same is the neck and the body. They were of decent enough quality, but I think same with those Epis. Like despite them being made out of cheap shit, if you put some decent pickups in them, if you got a bridge that didn't snag the G, if you had some tuners which didn't clunk as you turned them, you could probably gig it.
Yeah.
But it like they had all of those setbacks. Whereas like this Harley Benton that I've played, like all of the Harley Bentons I've played are within the realms of kind of starter guitar, like budget guitars, should I say? Not necessarily starters, because the ones that I've got are kind of 200 and up, which would have been my second guitar. The SC 450 Gold Top is a starter guitar, £125. That is less money now than what I paid for my Squire Strat, because that was like a starter kit for 150, I think, something like that. So, like that guitar cost less than my first ever guitar. I could probably go out and gig that today.
Yeah, and inflation is basically doubled or halved the value of the money as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Like with a bit of a like, the only thing that I had to do to it, and this was one thing that I had to do to it, and it might be because the strings are old, because like it wasn't new when I got it, and Harley Benton strings, what they string them with are like probably 6 months old out of the factory anyway. I had to lubricate the nut because I was getting a bit of like tuning slipping. And like I say, it could be down to the fact that the strings are old. It could be down to the fact that they're not great strings to start off with. I put some of my patented nut sauce on no, I didn't wank off into the fucking nut slot of the Harley Benton. That's not what I'm saying. Like I put a graphite powder mix in there, and after like working that in a little bit, tuning issues were gone. It was fine. Like it held tune for the rest of the demo bits that I did for the video. So like reasonably, I could probably go gig that today. The pickups in it, I was expecting would be shit, because they are like quote unquote ceramic P90s. So like some off the shelf cheap as chips P90 pickups that are undoubtedly Chinese made, undoubtedly like less than a £5 a pickup. So I was expecting them to be like really, really quite underwhelming. And they ended up being one of the best bits about the guitar. It just goes to show, doesn't it? You can't rely on the spec sheet to give you all of the information.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I could happily go and play that. It feels very similar to an Epiphone Les Paul that I had and gigged with for probably about 2 years in my kind of late teens, early 20s. It's just phenomenal. Like where guitar technology. It's not really technology, is it? But like the kind of the guitar market has gone, because you can get really, really playable and really giggable instruments at a really affordable price point. Definitely, if you haven't watched the video, go watch it, because I talk about all of the points on it. I am very candid about the good points and the bad points, because, like I say, it's not like a Gibson beating P90 Les Paul, but it's what, a tenth of the price of something that you would be paying for in the Gibson catalogue. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not doing that thing where I say it's good for the money. It's good. It's good. Like it's a good instrument. It's a solid instrument. But you have to go into it checking your expectations. If you're going into it thinking that you're going to pay £125 for something that is going to give something from the big G a run for their money, you're wanting something that's too good to be true, I think.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think like the people who are into guitars enough to be listening to this podcast will understand that is your expectation anyway. I will talk a little bit more about my no talk or tone that I did this week, but I feel we should probably get on with some guitar news, because we haven't done any guitar news.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I've just looked at. We've missed out on the solar chop shop stuff that I'd written down on the podcast notes. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's go back to the shit news. Because there were a bunch of people who like really took to this news story on my Insta, because I share a lot of the stuff that we're talking about on my Insta, because I tend to keep my Instagram and my Facebook feed for like fresh guitar news, basically, almost like a soundboard for what topics are good for the podcast. And this one seemed to really resonate with everyone, because they're like shredder guitars, but relic. I was thinking, like, that's an interesting topic. So there were a couple of people who'd like weighed in on this and mirrored that as well. Like Schwarberick John on Insta says, "I'm a dyed-in-the-wool 80s guy, and I am not down with it." So like he took the stance that I was kind of angling at, and Barefoot Bearded Wizardry quite eloquently and simply just left a gif that said nope. Like just someone exiting a building saying nope.
Yeah.
But then on Facebook is where the real magic happened. So again, more gifs. I'm going to start with Marcin Juskowski. Says generally no for relics on any guitar, and then left a Steve Carell The Office meme. So top quality. Love it. We've got Mike John Story says just no. He likes it on a telly. Likes a relic on a telly. So like traditional relics, but on the solos. No.
Traditional guitar.
Yeah. Then we had Carl McIntyre of the Tone Jokes podcast. Like absolute legend. I was listening to the Tone Jokes this week, actually, because they've not been able to record the last couple of weeks, and they released basically like a Patreon compilation. and if you think we go off on tangents, check out the Tone Jokes Patreon.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Tone Jokes Patreon, though, was literally, like, I assume most of that's recorded in the normal episode, and then just they've gone, oh no, we went off on a 25-minute tangent. That's a Patreon episode. That's what they always felt like when I was listening to them.
Yeah. We keep the tangents in because we're hardcore. But Carl McIntyre, anyway, of the Tone Jokes podcast, said that I hear shredders don't even touch the strings, let alone the finish. Like, fair point. But the winner of comment of the week this week is Caline Technology. Yes, that Caline Technology, the guys who make the pedals. I don't think it was the CEO of the company, just the guy who's running the social media. He said,
yeah,
when I see someone sanding the paint off the wings of a brand new Porsche 911, then I'll start to consider believing that this is a good idea. Tell us how you really feel.
I love it.
Yeah. Top tier. And I was saying to you before the podcast, and I really appreciate when like companies' social medias just have that human kind of feel to it. And this is quite clearly the guy behind the Caline social media. Just go in. Yeah, this is exactly how I feel on this. This is not a company stance. This is my feelings on it. So hats off that guy. We mentioned Harley Benson's a little bit earlier. We're gonna mention the ST Modern, which was recently. It was announced at the Guitar Summit, which was kind of last week. But they've been pretty rapid with this. They are now actually out there and available. I think they were hinted at in the last year's Guitar Summit, but they're actually production ones now. The ST Modern is not the one that we mentioned earlier this year, which was the ST Modern Plus, with the Babix bridge and the Tesla pickups and the flamey necks and the glowy dot inlays and all of this stuff. This is just the ST Modern. So a bit more of their standard line, because I think they've got like the ST65, which is like a classic kind of Strat thing. So this is like a more modern take on it. It has some of the appointments of the Plus, but then has stripped some of the other stuff back. So you're no longer getting the Babix bridge. That's the first thing that they've stripped back on it, because that's where a big chunk of the money for the Modern Plus would have gone. So you get it's just like a proprietary 2-point tremolo system, which looks like surprisingly similar to the one on the Harley Benton firemest. This is not where the last parallel with the firemest gets drawn. So we've got the 2-point trem system. The pickups are not they're not the Teslas that are in the thingy as well, the Modern Plus, which again I think are probably a little bit more costly. They have gone with HBZ custom wound VTM and VTN for the single coils, and then the humbucker. It just says just a humbucker. I assume it's also an HBZ one. They're all Alnico 5s, so fingers crossed actually, because people have been saying that the Tesla ones that were in the Modern Plus, not great, quite dark sounding. So hopefully these are a little bit better. It's a Harley Benton. You're expecting the pickups aren't going to be the greatest, but Yeah, so it's similar thing, 5-way blade, coil splitting as well. I think it's still got locking tuners. It's just, yeah, it's still got the compound radius, the 12 to 16 inch. They are not the stainless steel frets, so that's a bit of a letdown on this one. However,
yeah, definitely.
However, they are not very pricey. Not very pricey guitars. They are 151 English pounds for the pastel finishes. So the pastel finishes come with a chrome bucker in the bridge as well, which I think looks rather nice. Then you've got
it makes it look like a pro level guitar, doesn't it? If you put a zebra in there, it looks like a jet guitar, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, so they've got like flamey ones as well. So the flamey ones have got like a natural binding around it, and with the zebra bridge bucker in those, it looks like it makes sense because it's kind of got a almost kind of Charvel kind of thing going on, where it's got that kind of aesthetic to it. Whereas the chrome bucker in the bridge, it looks a bit Nick Johnston-y, which I think looks really nice.
Yeah.
I'm doing that. Also, the necks are slightly less flamey on these, so they're not like premium flame maple. They're just roasted maple. It says they've got the Harley Benton smooth D profile. Like, make your own jokes. It's the smooth D. I think again was the firemest. I think that was the D-shaped profile. So it very much feels like they've re-released the firemest, but without the firemest finish, but taken away the stainless steel frets. But a really good price, like 151 quid for the pastel ones. And what was it, like 168 for the slightly fancier flame blue burst or the flame... what is it?
Green, is it?
Bengal burst. Yeah, so the blue burst is slightly green. The Bengal burst is the like a tobacco-y
two-tone
finish.
sunburst.
Yeah, basically.
Sorry, am I using the wrong terminology?
No. Like say as you see it. They've also got, so they do the pastel finishes. They've got like a seafoam green, and they actually call it seafoam green, shell pink, and Lake Placid blue. So like they did with the Modern Plus, but they've also got an Olympic white and a black one as well. The Olympic white one has got a black guard on it, which looks phenomenal. If they had stainless steel frets, I would be buying one of these because, like, realistically, I don't give a shit about the Tesla pickups. And ever since I realised that the Babix bridge has got a screwing arm rather than pressing one, I don't really care for that either. So it would have fixed everything that I wanted, but it doesn't have the stainless steel frets. So yeah, I still might dip my toes because it's like 150 quid. Like.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the black one with a black guard and black plastics, I love the fact that they're doing that, because most people give you the horrible fucking cream plastics with a black guard.
Yeah.
Like they've got but the problem is that on the white one, there's cream knobs but white pickups. And that would just do my head in.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not certain, but I'm just looking at it now, and the pickups are like neon white. The finish is like off-white, and the knobs look cream.
Like I've gone onto the actual Toman website, and it looks like all of the plastics are
looks a
brilliant
little
white.
more consistent there.
Yeah.
No, fuck them off immediately. Get some. At least get them in off-white so that it doesn't look so crap against the finish of the guitar.
Yeah, because the finish is standing out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Either they didn't have any of the white ones in stock or they've sold out real fucking quick.
Yeah, I've just seen that 13 to 17 weeks.
Yeah, it's exactly like because I was thinking if you were after the Modern Plus but don't want to wait the ridiculous waiting times, but no, they're not in stock.
The black one is in stock, so
yeah, Seafoam Green's in stock. Shell Pink as well. So maybe it's just that they didn't get any shipment of the white ones, and they just went, oh well, because all of the others seem like they're in stock. So yeah. But like, as far as Harley Bentons go, I usually sing the praises completely of Harley Bentons. I think they've missed the mark by leaving the stainless pickups. Stainless pickups. I mean, you can have stainless pickups if you really wanted to. The stainless frets, because it might have put an extra 50 quid onto their price point for these and bought them up to like 200 quid. It will cost you more than the guitar's worth to get stainless steel frets put on them. I think it's around 300 quid to get a legitimate luthier to put stainless steel frets on a guitar, which is basically the price of 2 of these guitars. So,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. They are still interesting, though. I'm interested. I'm going to keep my eye out for them. I think we're pretty much at the end of the podcast. We were supposed to talk about the cock on a stick or whatever it was called. Oh, Cockness Monster.
The Cockness Monster.
Yeah, Cockness Monster. Oh shit, yeah. No, we won't. We'll leave that for next week. I do promise that we will talk about it next week.
Is that what you said last week?
Maybe I did. I do need to talk about the JSA Nightingale as well, because that is going to be released last Friday.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey shit.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the TLDR on this one. Basically, it's made me reconsider whether the Mojo is the best guitar pedal on the planet. So, like, watch the video, I guess. Just watch the video.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal guitar pedal, and Simon has worked his magic once again. But I think that's where we're gonna end the podcast for this week. So we've got to extend a thank you to our listeners. You've made it this far. You are absolute legends. We're going to extend a super special thank you to Mr. Affordaboard, affordaboard.co.uk, who sponsors this podcast, who fertilitates. No, he doesn't.
Fertilizes?
He doesn't fertilize us. I mean, if he does, it's not on my watch, at least. He facilitates.
Well, you fertilize somebody on their watch, do you?
Oh dear, why is my watch all sticky? He facilitates the shenanigans of the Fret and Talk podcast. So
it's all your fault, Mr. Affordaboard. This bit here was all your fault.
I mean, you go from two angles, aren't you? You say like, thank you for allowing us to do another week's worth of content to people and enriching their lives, or you're to blame for this. Either way. But go check out his stuff at affordable.co.uk. He curates some of the finest budget pedals and some affordable boutiques as well. He's got a few JSAs in there, and they're a little bit special. So yeah, check them out. If you want to be a Patreon backer, you just gotta go on frettalk.com/Patreon. No, it's the other way around. We don't have a website. We don't have frettalk.com. Why do we not have frettalk.com? Oh.
Hey, this is your thing. I just turn up every week or every other week or occasionally.
Yeah, maybe we need a website. I don't know. Like, is that holding us back? Is that what's holding us back from like Joe Rogan kind of levels of fame?
Yes, just specifically that and nothing else.
Oh dear. Yeah, so don't go on frettalk.com. I don't know what you'll find, but it'll probably be malware. Go on patreon.com/frettalk. Maybe there's a link down below. Just check that. And for as little as $2 a month, you can be part of the crew. And they, of course, they get a shout out on every episode of the Fret Talk podcast. And they are as follows. We've got Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chev Tone Effects. We've got the Three Boys of Fyoing. It is Mr. Hugh G. Rection. We've got Mr. My Cock's Long. And we've got Mr. Gary Goldencock. We've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups, the best ones around. We've got Mr. Brian Gare of the Tone Jokes podcast, the Second Button podcast, and the Off the Rails podcast. We've got Mr. Diabetes Foot. And finally, we've got Mr. Jason Wharton of Jason Wharton 82 or Pedalboards of Doom at YouTube. Like, he did a video this week on Pedalboards of Doom. It is very, very, very popular. It might be about that update by IK Multimedia on the Tone X's. And it might also be saying that Kemper and the other one, Quad Cortex guys, got owned, basically. It's a very good video. It's a very good video. I thought there's some very funny points in it. And Jason's a ledge, so go check that out. If you want to catch me online, I am BudgetPedalChap. You find me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. YouTube, of course, is the home to the No Talk or Tone series, which this week features the contender for the best pedal in the world, the JSA Nightingale. Matt, where can we find you online?
You can find me at heel_MattQ on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads.
Yes, we can. And that will be us for this week. So from myself, Mr. BudgetPedalChap, from Mr. Matt Quine, say bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Yeah. It will be a tatty bye and good night for this week. Ta-ra a bit. Bye.
Bye.
I took my 8-year-old daughter to the office with me on Take Your Kid to Work Day. As I introduced her to my co-workers, she started sobbing, "Daddy, where are all the clowns that you said you worked with?"
Whee!